What's up everybody, Ben Azadi here. I'm excited to share with you about carb cycling. And you can still stay in ketosis if you do it the right way. So I'm gonna teach you some cool hacks here. I'm also gonna be teaching all about intermittent fasting and training, exercise, being active in the fasted state. Who should do it, who should not do it, how to do it the right way, and just much more. This is a live stream that I do every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you put it in your calendar and you join me because I go live with you every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern time where I give you some coaching and then I go into a Q&A. So I'm gonna pull up my chat box here. Make sure you let me know where in the world you're watching from. Hit the, put in the chat box your city and state. I'd love to hear that. I see Mark is in here from Adele, Georgia. What's up, Mark? Good to see you on here. So today's topic at hand, I wanna talk a little bit about how to have some carbohydrates with your keto diet, but still keep yourself in ketosis, okay? So I'm gonna teach you some cool hacks here, and then I'm gonna teach you about some training in the fasted state. Leilani, good to have you in here, Riverside, California. We have Miss Karina, also in California. We have Jane in Dyer, Indiana. We have Michael in Douglasville, Georgia. And of course, we have Miss K, who joins us all the time. She's also a fellow Floridian. Hello. Hurricane Dorian in Florida. Well, we don't know for sure yet. We have Tamara in Texas. We have Karen in Wisconsin listening and watching. I'm so grateful for all of you. Good morning to everybody. Well, actually, good afternoon here on the East Coast. We have Tony in Chico, California. Okay, cool. Well, keep sending your city and state. Hello, Italy, I see you. So I want to talk a little bit about having your carbs and still being in ketosis. You know, there's a misconception out there that in order to stay in ketosis, you have to always restrict your carbs. But there are scenarios where you could actually have a little bit more flexibility and have some healthy carbs and not kick yourself out of ketosis. So the way I teach keto is to get really strict, get into ketosis, stay in there for a few months, and then have the flexibility to go in and out. But let's say you haven't reached that point where you could start flexing, but you want to be strict, but you still want to have some carbohydrates. Well, you want to first and foremost stick with the healthy carbs. You want to stick with a little bit of some berries, a little bit of some sweet potato, and things of that nature. But here's how you do it. You want to make sure you have those carbohydrates either later on in the day, so 4 to 7 p.m. when your glycogen stores are depleted or they're very low, because you're going to use those carbohydrates to just replenish those glycogen stores. So what is a glycogen store? Your body stores sugar, carbohydrates, in your liver and in your muscle. And it's called glycogen. And you store about 2,000 calories. So as you go through the day, you're gonna burn through these sugar reserves. So around 4 p.m., 5 p.m., or 6 p.m., later on in the day, your sugar reserves are very low or they are depleted. So when you have these carbohydrates, it's gonna be less of an insulin and glucose spike because your sugar reserves are so low, and your body is simply going to just replenish those reserves. Now, if you overdo it, then you're gonna top those reserves and have a big insulin spike and get knocked out of ketosis. But if you do it the right way and you have it later on in the day, you could have some of your carbohydrates. Another hack for you to do is have those carbohydrates after a workout. Same thing, you're very insulin sensitive. Now, the way to break a fast is to make sure that you're not having carbs and fat at the same time. Not just breaking a fast, but in general, that's a good rule to follow. You don't want to have carbs and fat at the same time. So when you have these carbohydrates, have them a little bit separated from your fats. The reason is because when you have your carbohydrates with your fats, the carbs will give you an insulin spike. So if you have the fats with it, those fats will follow the glucose and they will both go into your cells. So that might slow down your fat burning. So always have your fat and protein together and your carbs and protein together as separate away from fat and carbohydrates. I hope that made sense. I also wanted to share, first and foremost, who is on here for the first time? Who's on the Keto Camp channel and on this live stream for the first time ever? I see there's about 46 people on here. Thank you so much for joining. Hit the thumbs up button on this video. We have 46 people on here, but only 4 thumbs up. So please hit the thumbs up button. It helps get this to more people. I would appreciate that. I'm gonna talk in a little bit, I'm gonna talk about fasting or exercise in the fasted state, who should do it, who should not do it, how to do it the right way. I just want to see some questions on here. I'll make sure I get to your questions as well. Cool, Milk Thistle, I see that, I'll get to that. We have Connie in Michigan. Hello, Michael, welcome, first timer. Deborah, first timer, good to have you on here. We have Julie in Sarasota, cool. Hello, fellow Floridian, I'm here in Miami, Florida. Just joined for the first time. Jody, awesome, good to have you here. We have the UK, we have Orlando, Florida, welcome Floridian. We have Patty from PA, we have Mark, first time. What's up, Mark? Welcome all first timers, and Deborah, and I think I missed some others, which I'll get to. And we have, how do you not have the fats at the same time? Tampa here. Hello, Lisa in Tampa. Well, how do you not have it? You just have your fruit alone, separate from the fats, because when you have it with the fat, you'll get some of the fat into your cells, and you don't want to do that. A couple of announcements before I get into some more coaching and then before I answer your questions. I released episode number 25 this morning of the Keto Camp podcast with Ben Greenfield. How many of you know Ben Greenfield? He's awesome. Go listen to that. He shares how to get through a 24-hour fast and why it's important to do a 24-hour fast each week, and how caloric restriction helps you, but you don't want to do it at the expense of your hormones and metabolism, and how to do it the right way. So go listen to that podcast episode. He also gives a morning routine that helps accelerate fat loss. So if you're interested in fat loss, you're interested in getting the benefits of fasting, go listen to that episode. The Keto Camp podcast is available on all podcast platforms worldwide. You have, let's go through the list here. Apple iTunes, Google Play, you have Stitcher, Spotify, SoundCloud, and some of them are on YouTube. So go listen to that episode. The second announcement is that I'm launching, every 90 days, I launch a 7-week program, and I take 50 people, so 50 people, through a 7-week program where I coach you in a group setting. It's very intimate, and I teach you how to do keto and fasting the right way. So I take you from being a sugar burner, and I take you and I teach you how to be an efficient fat burning machine. We reset the clock on your hormones, and I've seen people lose 20 pounds. Sometimes I've seen somebody lose 30 pounds in 7 weeks. So I'm gonna announce this soon to the public, but I wanted to share it with you first. The next program launches on September 16th. I'm taking 50 people, first come, first serve. So if you wanna reserve your spot for that program, head over to www.ketocampfasting.com. Remember, that's camp with the K, www.ketocampfasting.com. First 50 people that sign up, you're going to be locked in. I'm also giving away over $3,000 of free gifts. So you get a lot of bonus material when you sign up today. So go ahead and check that out. I'd love to work with you for 7 weeks. All right, let me get to the next part of the coaching, and then I'll answer all your questions. I see them coming through the chat box. I promise I'm gonna scroll up and get back to them. I talked about how to have your carbohydrates and still be in ketosis. So if you missed that, if you're just joining in, make sure you watch the replay. I'm gonna post it on my channel. The next thing I wanna coach you on is exercise in the fasted state. Who should do it? You should only start doing this if you have been fat adapted. If you've gotten yourself into ketosis and you have some metabolic flexibility, then you earn the badge to do some intermittent fasting. And if you could pair your keto and intermittent fasting with training in the fasted state, I gotta tell you this, exercise in the fasted state has been such a game changer for my health. It is a hormetic stressor, which is a stress to your hormones. This is a really good thing. It forces your mitochondria, which is the power plant organelles in your cells, to adapt. And when you create this forced adaptation, like our ancestors were forced by their environment, this adaptation was forced by their environment, we're doing it intentionally. When you create this adaptation, guess what? The good cells that you have inside of your body, they get stronger. This is called mitochondrial fitness. And the bad cells that you have in your body, these precancerous cells that might turn into cancerous cells, they don't adapt well. So your body actually consumes them for fuel. So you get more autophagy. So you could get the cell regeneration process called autophagy through fasting and through exercise. So if you pair them together, you get double the bang for your buck. So I'm a big fan of doing some morning cardio in the fasted state. I personally work out midday, sometimes between 11:30 a.m. and 2 p.m., sometime in between there. and I do a 30 to 45 minute HIIT workout, high intensity workout in the fasted state, and then I continue fasting for a couple of hours afterwards because my human growth hormone goes through the roof. And human growth hormone is fat burning, it's muscle preserving, so you're not gonna lose muscle, and it's anti-aging. So you could definitely benefit from a fasted workout. Doing that 3 or 4 times a week would be a good principle to follow. Speaking of fitness, if you want some guidance in your fitness, there's a great YouTube channel out there, GC3 Fitness. He's amazing. I follow all his stuff. I know him personally, and he programs a lot of my workouts. So he has a lot of free content on his channel. Go subscribe to his channel, go watch his videos, and do his workouts in the fasted state 3 to 4 times a week, and watch your results skyrocket. That's GC3 Fitness. Go check him out. All right, let me get to your questions here. And this is a lot of fun. I love every Wednesday, 12 p.m. Eastern time, I go live with you here. So make sure you always put it in your calendar. We have a lot of people on here who have been here before, and then we have some new people as well. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button if this has been helpful so far. I see 61 people on here now and 25 likes. So if you haven't hit the thumbs up button, please do so. So let me scroll up here and make sure I get every question that has come around. We have Deborah in Camden, New York, north of Syracuse. Cool. Omaha, Nebraska. We have, so let's see, what are the questions? West Valley City, Utah. Sella, hello. I was just in Park City, Utah a couple weeks ago with Dr. Pompa. Beautiful over there. Okay, please explain milk thistle can help those without gallbladder. Very popular in your comments. Yeah, milk thistle is a great way to support your liver. It helps support the function of your liver. Your liver is your ultimate detoxification organ. It's about 3.5 pounds, but it does everything and anything. It's kind of like the soccer mom of all organs. Oh, is my audio breaking up right now? Oh, I forgot to put my mic in, by the way. Let me put this in here. Can you hear me? Could you guys let me know if you can hear me? Yes or no? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Do you hear me? Okay, awesome. Thank you. Soccer mom of all organs. So the liver does everything. We want to treat it right. A lot of people have sluggish bile. The liver produces bile. Bile helps break down fat, and it helps remove toxins from the body. So put your volume up. It might be your volume, Michael. So milk thistle is a great way to support that. If you don't have a gallbladder and you're doing keto, that's fine. You could still do it, but there are some considerations. So go to my channel and search gallbladder, and I have a video on how to do keto without a gallbladder, but you definitely want to support it. I like milk thistle. You could have milk thistle tea by Yogi. Definitely that would be a great idea, especially if you don't have a gallbladder to support that. So great question, Miss K. Please keep putting your comments down below. Jody, thanks for coming for the first time. Best tip Ben ever gave me: don't have carbs at the same time with fat, and don't have protein and carbs at the same time. Helped me a lot. Awesome, Miss K. You could have and don't have protein and carbs. Yeah, that's correct. Orlando. Just scrolling to see. Oh, Karen says, I lost 27 pounds in 11 weeks, losing everywhere, but having trouble with belly fat. Well, congratulations, first and foremost. Here's a little hack for you to target belly fat. How many of you would like a tip here on targeting belly fat? Put yes if you want me to give you a tip on how to target belly fat. As I have my delicious keto coffee with keto creamer. I see you, Yvonne. Well, I guess only one of you want to hear that. Okay, I see that. Regina. Karen, got it. Dean. Oh, hey, Dean. Good to see you on here. All right, here's a tip. When you do your exercise, when you go work out, start your workouts with a core movement. Because when you get blood flow traveling to your core and then you go and you do your workout, that blood flow is already centered, right? You're getting all that blood flow. When you start with core, so what do I mean by core? Doing some planks, doing some sit-ups, doing some mountain climbers, anything to get your core working, to target your core, get blood flow going to your core, then you go into your workout, you accelerate belly fat. Also, before you even do this, have some green tea. High quality organic green tea. The caffeine in it, first and foremost, will help give you a temporary boost in burning calories, so your metabolism gets a temporary boost. And green tea has something in it called catechins, and catechins have been shown to actually target belly fat. So that's your routine. And Ben Greenfield actually talks a little bit about this on the episode 25 of the Keto Camp podcast that I released today. A fasted workout, have green tea beforehand and start with core. That's how you target belly fat. And congratulations, Karen. That is so awesome. Hello, Sunita from India. Hello, Tony says, question, examples of okay carb foods to eat, just berries. So I like berries, so raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, strawberries are great. Avocado is technically a fruit. Olives are technically a fruit. Coconut's technically a fruit. So those are all great as well. I like sweet potatoes, yams, and yuca. And if you eat beans, make sure they're soaked. So that's a good list for you. And squash, by the way. And then you have your non-starchy vegetables. I like that. Thank you for all the videos. It's informative and encouraging. Thank you, Michelle. I'm grateful that they're informative and encouraging. Keep these questions coming. I'm scrolling down here. Amelia says, Ben, you were right about the biomedicine. Thank you so much. You are great. Blessings to you. Oh, that's great. So Amelia's talking about the ox bile supplement that I recommended everybody doing keto take before a meal because it helps your body produce more healthy bile to break down fat. So the supplement that I recommended to Amelia, the one that I use, is from Systemic Formulas called D-Digest. So if you go to www.ketocampsupplements.com and type in Systemic Formulas Digest, that's the one we're talking about here. Janeth, hello there. Just wondering why hardly anyone talks about type 1 diabetics, especially in our children. Type 1 diabetes is different than type 2. Some people know that, some people don't. So when you have type 1 diabetes, that means your pancreas cannot produce beta cells. It cannot produce insulin. It's pretty much burned out. And there's no studies that show this can be reversed, although I believe one day that type 1 diabetes will be able to be reversed the same way type 2 diabetes can be reversed. They do have some studies that show the beta cells being so they showed in studies the mice who had type 1 diabetes, the beta cells in the mice, the pancreas started to function again after doing block fasting and keto. So I think one day it'll be transferred to humans. It just hasn't happened yet. Keto and fasting could help with the quality of life for somebody with type 1 diabetics, including children. So you could be less dependent on insulin when you're following a keto and fasting schedule. So you want to work with a professional for sure. And I hope that was helpful, Janeth. And what foods to avoid? What foods to avoid the most, please help? Well, the number one thing to avoid on the keto diet, which is it's actually keto friendly, but it's really unhealthy, is vegetable oils. That is the most toxic food source in our society. And although it's keto friendly, it is not health friendly. And I just posted about this on my Instagram story the other day. I'm going to ask you a question here. So make sure you answer if you're not driving. I want to hear what you think. A study showed those who smoke 2 packs of cigarettes every day for 20 straight years, what was their percentage of getting lung cancer? What do you think that percentage was? So 2 packs of cigarettes for 20 years in a row, what percentage did they have? What percentage increase of getting cancer? What do you think the number is? Put it down below. I want to see what you're guessing here. So Leilani says 15%. 2 packs of cigarettes a day for 20 years. What percentage? Lisa says 15%. Karen says 80%. Keep them coming. I want to hear. Yeah, it's fine. Just take a guess. 80%, 25%, 65%, 20%, 50%. This is going to shock you. This is going to really shock you. And 45%. Hey, Jax. Kathy. 5%. Laura. Hey, Laura. 80%. Dina. 39%. 10%. Okay. The answer is this. 16%. Miss K got it right. 1/6. I thought it would be much higher too, but that's the percentage. Now, the next question I'm going to ask you. Somebody who has cooked vegetable oils. So canola, cottonseed oil, soybean oil, safflower oil, peanut oil. I'm missing one in there. Cottonseed, soybean, I think I got them all maybe. So vegetable oils. Somebody who has vegetable oils every single day for 20 years in a row, what percentage do you think they're going to get cancer and or heart disease for somebody who has that? What's their percentage? I see 85%, 80%, 30%, 80%. Hey, Brenda, 95%, 85%. Some of you probably seen my post. Maybe you know the answer. Don't use them. 80%, 80%. Cool. Well, you guys are really good. You guys are really smart. 85%, roughly 85%. Isn't that crazy, right? So first and foremost, I am not advocating smoking a cigarette at all, but I am trying to paint the picture for you that vegetable oils are so toxic. A study showed one plate that was fried, French fries that were fried in canola oil resulted in 5 months of cellular inflammation. Because when vegetable oils enter your body, they just sit on your cells. They have nowhere to go. Your body cannot use them. So that's the number one food I would avoid to answer your question. Avoid these vegetable oils. Instead, you want to have healthy keto oils. Extra virgin olive oil is my favorite. You want lard is better than vegetable oil. Yeah, that's fine. Coconut oil, grass-fed butter, grass-fed ghee, and avocado oil. Those are the healthy ones. I knew that because I binge watch you. You're awesome, Laura. Thank you. All right, what other questions do we have? Estonia in the house. We have Palm Harbor, Florida. So those of you in Florida, actually everybody, I announced last week that I'm going to be speaking in Boca Raton, Florida this January at the Low Carb USA conference. Okay? That's going to be January 17th through January 19th, 2020 at the Marriott in Boca Raton, Florida. I'm going to be speaking on stage with a bunch of other amazing practitioners. I would love you keto campers, I'm looking at you, to represent at the conference. We could have a group meetup. We could go get dinner all together. And every single person that goes from keto camp, I'm going to bring a signed copy of my fasting book, and I'm going to write you a personal message and hand deliver it to you. So I worked out a deal with Doug Reynolds, who's the founder of Low Carb USA, to get you all $100 off your ticket price and over 50% off your hotel stay at the Marriott. So if you go to lowcarbusa.org and you buy your ticket for the Boca Raton conference in January and put Keto Camp at checkout, you're going to get $100 off. I would love to meet you all there. It's going to be an amazing weekend. It's a great investment, okay? Great investment. Oh, awesome. I'm in Florida. You're in Fort Lauderdale, not too far. Can't wait to see you there. So, and then also I'm going to be speaking this Saturday in Palm Beach, Florida at Nutrition Smart. This is a free event this Saturday at Nutrition Smart in Palm Beach, Florida. It's at 1 p.m. Eastern time. It's completely free. I might do a YouTube live. Would you guys watch that if I did that on Saturday during my talk? Would that be beneficial to you if I hit the live stream button during my talk? lowcarbusa.org. Okay, cool. I'm gonna try to do it. I'm gonna try to go live. Usually I go live on Facebook and Instagram, but I'm gonna prioritize YouTube. So that's Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Make a note. It's free if you want to join if you're in Florida. If you go to my Facebook page, facebook.com/thebenazadi, and hit the events, you can see the details on that. I got off track there. Yes, go live. When are you coming out to California? Well, Low Carb USA has San Diego, so hopefully I'll be speaking there one day as well, but nothing is confirmed. I also might be speaking in San Antonio. Anybody from San Antonio or in that area on here? In October, not confirmed yet. And then I'm also going to be speaking in New Orleans in December, and also Destin, Florida in October. So I'll continuously let you guys know. I'd love to meet you all in person. Yeah, Miss K, that's what I'm talking about. Can't wait to see you. Okay, what other questions did I miss? Okay, I see your question here, Geek Girl. What can we do if we feel sluggish? It's beyond the keto flu stuff and general lethargy. Well, usually when somebody feels sluggish on the keto diet, it's because of toxins. They have a lot of toxins. So what happens is when your body starts to burn down fat, your fat cells actually store toxins and they've bioaccumulated for a very long time. And if you don't have a strategy in place to remove the toxins, you end up feeling like crap. So I recommend, well, the way there's a structure to this, and I teach it in my Beyond Fasting program, and you can learn it if you join that program. But I'll give you some coaching right now. If you go and you buy Cyto Detox and Bind and the fat and Fast Tonic, so the fasting trio will help you with that. The fasting trio, if you go to ketocampsupplements.com and put in fasting trio, that'll help your body get rid of the toxins, and it will help you feel so much better. I've seen it make a big difference in people. Okay, oops. What else? I want to make sure I didn't miss any questions here. We should have been paying better attention when you said this the other day. Yeah, Lisa. Cool. Okay, I see some questions up here that I missed. Steven says, hey y'all, first time here. Well, welcome, Steven. Started keto 2 weeks ago. How do I handle the terrible spells of sugar cravings? I'm climbing the walls. I made a video on this. It's on my YouTube channel. So if you put sugar cravings on my channel, you'll see the full video, but I'll give you an answer now. There's a supplement called L-glutamine. So think of glutamine as glutamine will help you wean. When your body gets sugar cravings, your brain, a certain part of your brain lights up. The same part of your brain, in fact, lights up when somebody has an addiction to cocaine. That's why sugar is so addicting as cocaine. That part of your brain lights up. So L-glutamine, if you take it 3 times a day or take it whenever you feel hungry, it actually calms the part of your brain that lights up when you get sugar cravings. As you become more metabolically flexible, those cravings will go away. Ketones are very appetite suppressant. Coffee should help. Things of that nature will help. Eat more fat and protein with your meals. Eat until full. All these things will help. Steven will keep doing it, man. Congratulations on starting keto, by the way. If you guys haven't gotten my Keto Kickstart Guide, go to www.ketokickstartguide.com and get my free ebook all about keto fasting and how to do it the right way. You're welcome, Steven. Peggy says, I have restless leg syndrome and I have been taking meds for over 12 years. My symptoms are worse since starting keto in July. Could be related to toxins. So get the fasting trio, which also has a little bit of some magnesium, which might help. And just make sure your magnesium is in check. I would have to fully evaluate you to see how more of a custom approach. But Peggy, the fasting trio over at ketocampsupplements.com will help. To the extent of how much it will help, I don't know, but it will help. Dina says, will caffeinated green tea have the same benefits before working out and doing the core? It will, because you get the catechins from that as well. Great question, Dina. Loving your videos, very helpful and spot on. Being a pharmacist, I'm always critiquing keto content. Well, Regina, thank you. Thank you so much for that. Tamara says, will HCl supplements do the same as ox bio supplements for bioproduction? It could help. So yeah, it will help. Maybe not as much, but it will help, yes. It also helps with heartburn too. The digest supplement that I recommended, I think it has HCl and ox bio. Lisa said, oh no, I already read that. Can you cook with lard? Yes, you can. But not too much, that's correct. So Jody from St. Paul, Minnesota. I'm doing 16-8 intermittent fasting schedule and exercising before breaking my fast. What is the best meal to break my fast? Eggs and bacon with avocado. Yeah, that's protein and fat. Just make sure it's organic if possible. But yeah, protein and fat is a great way to break your fast. I also like kettle and fire bone broth. So are peanuts okay? Although we should avoid peanut oil. Yeah, because the problem is the extraction process. Peanuts are okay if you don't have a peanut sensitivity and if you're eating high quality peanuts in moderation, totally fine. There's something called jungle peanuts. I like those. Peggy, Ben has great advice for our keto should be helpful. Yeah, it should. So try the fasting trio, and I hope that was helpful to you. What are the questions that I miss? When am I coming out to California? I don't know yet, but that is a goal of mine. Oh, I'm going to be actually in California in November with Dr. Pampa and all the doctors that I work with for HCF seminars in Newport Beach, California. Anybody by Newport Beach? So definitely go to hcfseminars.com. I would love to meet you there. That conference is probably gonna be the best conference that you could go to all year, honestly. Dr. Pomp is gonna be there. A bunch of amazing practitioners are gonna be there. So hcfseminars.com, and that's gonna be in Newport Beach, California in November. I think it's November 15th. What is the best exercise to help you get into ketosis? I like sprints. I like compound lifts, so anything that recruits a lot of muscle fibers and multi-joints, so squats, bench press, but high intensity is the best way to do it. Keep in mind, if you test your ketones right after your workout, your ketones are going to drop because you activate cortisol, and cortisol raises glucose and ketones go down. So that's not accurate. Wait 2 to 3 hours after. So I would say high intensity. Live tube for the win, Ben. Absolutely. Sharon, yes. What is the best exercise? I already read that. I'll add it to my calendar. Awesome, L'Oreal. Awesome. New York area, come up. I'd love to. Chicago, I would love to. Like if you guys have any low carb events or any health events that are taking place and they're looking for speakers, recommend me and have them reach out to me at ben@ketocamp.com, and I would love to come to your city and speak there. So just give them my email, ben@ketocamp.com, and maybe we could figure something out. I'm on a mission to educate 1 billion people, and I'd love to meet every single one of you. You guys are awesome. I'm still feeling hypoglycemic after 4 weeks on keto. Is that normal? Regina, have you tested your glucose? Maybe you need to eat more protein with your meals and more fat. Protein could help with that. Test your glucose though. Completed my 5-day fast. Do I keep taking? Oh, Brenda, you're awesome. So Brenda's in my Beyond Fasting program, and she just finished her 5-day fast. Amazing. Congratulations. Congrats. Okay. Do I keep taking the fasting trio? You could keep taking it, or you could save it for your next future fast. I would say take it anytime you do a fast longer than 20 hours. But if you have it, use it. Is it best not to exercise more than 40 minutes a day? Depends on how young you are, but I think 40 minutes or less is a good rule of thumb for most people. And it depends how intense it is as well. So if you're doing high intensity, no need to go past 40 minutes. You might have a counterproductive result there. Donna says, I'm 65, been on keto 3 months and lost 25 pounds. Awesome. Doing intermittent fasting, walking, but I feel like I might be losing too much muscle mass. What can I do for this? Well, lift some weights, do some high intensity movements, get your body moving, and you will not lose muscle mass. Congratulations on those amazing results. Check out GC3 Fitness. He has great workout videos for you to do. He's on YouTube, GC3 Fitness. They will go away. The cravings will go away. She's right. I used to love sweets. I don't miss it anymore after 11 weeks on keto. Awesome, Karen. Yeah, I mean, your cravings go away from that. You change your palate. You reset your palate. I'm going to have to hop off soon, but I want to make sure I get as many questions as possible. A green or pink Himalayan salt helps with sugar cravings. Yep, Kathy, great advice there. I always have my Redmond's real salt handy with me. What can I add to my dandelion tea so that it doesn't taste like the bottom of the lawnmower? Add some MCT oil. That should help. And maybe some salt as well. Yeah, Lisa, try the fasting trio. Jack says, I'm in San Francisco, could easily make it the drive down. Awesome, Jack. Get your ticket. I think there's early bird right now at hcfseminars.com. I would love to meet you there. I sent out a question about allergic to nuts. So what about supplements and what else? I'm not sure what your question is, Jillian, but just make sure any supplements you're taking doesn't have any nuts in it. There's a lot of them out there. Hello, Audrey from Montreal. Thanks for joining, and cool about your kids starting school tomorrow. Deborah says, down 28 pounds in 12 weeks. Awesome. Fasting and blood sugar is down from 138 to 88, celebrating 60 in October. Deborah, you are a bad ass. Excuse my language, but that's freaking awesome. Congratulations. I love it. And happy early birthday to you. My birthday is next week, by the way. September 5th is my birthday. I'm a Virgo. I'm turning 35 next week, next Thursday, September 5th. I'm going to be live with you beforehand, so you'll see me before that. But my birthday is next week. What happens after 1 billion people? I keep going. I'm on a mission to keep educating I study every day and I just want to share it. Study, share, study, share. Question, having been a chronic dieter for most of my adult life, is it possible I have destroyed my metabolism because through my clothes scales being crucial? Didi, you may have done some damage to your metabolism, but your body is so remarkable it could get back to where you want it to be. So it's not damaged to the point where you can't get it back to where you want it to be. Just keep eating until full, keep doing a lot of things that I'm coaching you on, and you'll get it to where you want to get to. Corpus Christi, Texas in the house. Cool. I might be speaking in San Antonio in October. I'm going to have to leave because I have a call coming up in 10 minutes. I have increased my fat with meals and testing my glucose. So I'm wondering if it's a supplement that can help with it. The fasting trio. The fasting trio is always a great way to do it. Thank you for the birthday wishes, everybody. Oh, cool. Your son was 43 the same day. Awesome. You should check your ketones first thing in the morning and then later on in the day, your glucose and ketones. So you want to see ketones rise and glucose drop throughout the day. So maybe twice a day would be cool, morning and afternoon. Can you restate the website for the supplements? Yes, Jody. www.ketocampsupplements.com. ketocampsupplements.com. Okay, I see more questions coming in here and I want to make sure I answer them. So here's what I want you to do. Copy it right now, and then once I hop off this video, it's going to post on my YouTube channel, and then post it as a comment because I'm not going to be able to go back into the chat and see all these comments. So if I did not answer you, copy your comment and then post it as a comment when I post this video. If this video was helpful, hit the thumbs up button. I'm going to go live every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern time, so set a reminder, and I'm going to try to go live this Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern time when I do a live lecture here in South Florida. Thank you so much, every single one of you, for taking part of your day and spending part of your day with me. I'm so grateful. If you want to learn more about my Beyond Fasting program and join and be one of the 50 people in this program that's launching very soon, you can secure your spot over at www.ketocampfasting.com. Once I get 50 people, that's it. Every 90 days I launch this, so go ahead and secure your spot. You get over $3,000 of free gifts today. Thank you all so much. Have an amazing day, and copy and paste your questions on the video, and I'll make sure I go and I respond. Have an awesome day. Thank you all.